Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, time for another blind commentary. And today I'm starting something that is really a long time coming. The Mentally Advanced series, the newer one with the negative numbers. And yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but of course I wanted to get through the original series first before I started any of these. And now, as of a few weeks ago, I've finally done that. And yeah, I'm just eager to see how this is. I've heard good things about it. I know it uses original art drawn by Greg himself, and I've heard some people say he's not the best artist, at least starting out, but that's fine. And even if it's not great art, having original art allows for like much more freedom on the direction the stories take, and should allow him to do new and very different things. This is no longer exactly an abridged series as we might think of him. It's more its own thing, its own sort of well, it's not an animation, as I don't think these are fully animated, but it's kind of something more in the vein of his other series, Rainbow Dash Presents, which I really like. And yeah, I'm eager to see how the stories differ from the original series, because I do know that they do. I mean, obviously they're a lot shorter. The episodes for this are like half as long, so I'm probably going to be doing two at once most of the time. And yeah, I'm eager to see if I like this better, because, I mean, people are actually shocked when they go back to the first few commentaries I did for this series and see how much I just didn't like this series starting out, which I'm sure a lot of you had even forgotten about that. But starting out, I was not a fan of this, and it really took quite a few videos before I did become a fan, and a lot of it was Rainbow Dash Presents, which I liked from the onset and really sold me more on the characters, these versions of the characters, and just this world in general, I guess, this version of the world. And after that, I liked it a whole lot more. I think the change in format from traditional abridged series to stills helped it a lot. That served the comedy a lot better. And considering that change made him better, I'm sure this change will make him even better, and I'm eager to see if that is true. Today I'll be looking at 3 videos, but the first one is really short. It's episode 0, and then I'm doing -1 and -2, and I'm eager to see how they really go and what this is all about, and see how good it is. So let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, and here we go. Got our disclaimer. And Sleeping Twilight. And yeah, I can already see what people meant by the art.
I had a dream. Hey, where are my books? We only just moved in, Twilight. I haven't had a chance to put them away yet. Oh, right. I felt like we... Does everything just seem off to you? Aye.
Yeah.
It's the story of my life, you know. Powerful dragon, slave to a horse. Seems off to me. No, that part's correct. I'm talking about... I don't know, everything looks...
Yeah, that part's definitely correct.
Uglier. When did
Oh,
I get an
yeah,
end table?
yeah.
Didn't I used to have a nightstand here? I sometimes stay up
Uglier.
at night wondering if my life has less purpose than an end table. Well, at least you're well off enough to take the time for an existential breakdown.
Love the self-awareness.
Shut up and look at this old key with the engravings on it. I don't know what this goes to, but I feel like it's important for something. Do you recognize this? Nay. But it's probably from one of your stupid magical adventures that I wasn't invited to. Oh, get over yourself. Every time I invite you, you complain. Well, aye, Twilight, that's because most of the problems are caused by going on the magical adventure in the first place. No.
Yeah?
Well, that doesn't mean that complaining about it makes them any easier. Nay, but if I complain enough, you won't take me along for the next one. I'm gonna go get breakfast.
Sounds like a good idea.
Wow.
Wow.
We have guardrails.
That's a good question.
So ever since I woke up, I've just had this
Apple
weird
butt.
sense of vertigo and deja
Great
vu.
sign.
Like something isn't totally right.
Remember in the old
Well,
series?
I don't know what to tell you, darling. I'm not a doctor. In fact, the only thing I'm an expert in is apples. So unless your problem is related to apple farming, I can't really provide much insight. I didn't come to you for your expertise. I would go to a book for that. Actually, I'd go to a book for apple farming.
Wow.
I came to you because I get the feeling that maybe you're the most level-headed pony I've met around here. And I figured if anyone could sense a deviation from the norm, it might be you. Now, I'm pretty sure I heard an insult in there. Was any of that supposed to be a compliment? Because it sounded like maybe There was probably most of it was just insults, really. A little of both, I guess. I mean, to say you're boring as hell, but reliably boring, so that's good. Oh, well, if it's good, then you're reliably a bitch.
Oh!
Yeah. But I haven't
Nice.
noticed none of the stuff you're telling me about, Twilight, okay? I find it funny that the element of honesty gets snippy with me for being honest. Oh, don't you pull that on me. There is honesty, and then there is frankness to the point of absurdity. It doesn't matter. Just look around your farm. Does it seem... I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Looks the same as it always has to me.
Uh-huh.
It's like heartburn every time. Twilight, I've got a letter. Here, give it to me. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh.
Oh,
Ticketmaster.
right, the Gala. I hate the
So
Gala.
still skipping
And of
over
course,
the
tickets,
pilot.
2 of them, like I've got anybody to invite or something. God, I'm lonely. Wait, the Great Galloping Gala? No, it's Grand Galloping Gala. You backwards mud horse. It
Wow.
says right there on the ticket, great. Oh.
Oh.
See? You bonehead. Don't call me a bonehead. Are these fighting words, or are they terms of endearment? Choose carefully, darling, because one option gets a horseshoe embedded in your teeth. I have the magical power to kill you, resurrect your corpse, then kill you again. Don't threaten me with violence. Okay, let's back up and try again. I am expressing displeasure with the tone of your discourse. I am connected like you would not believe, and if you challenge me, there will cease to be an Applejack. Darling, seriously?
Wow.
Yes. Okay. Fat lot of good it'll do you. So,
Oh.
do you want a ticket to the gala?
And Rainbow
Good
Dash.
heavens, darling. That sounded painful. Are y'all alright?
It did.
What is wrong with you? Oh, what went wrong? Well, I was practicing flying, and then I got disoriented, and then there was the ground. So, what is wrong is I
Great
clearly
explanation.
need to practice harder. Have you ever thought about
Yeah.
getting a non-stupid hobby? I don't have time for hobbies. I gotta train for the Wonderbolts. I keep applying, and they keep rejecting me, but if I keep doing it, sooner or later they're gonna let me in. They require
Yeah.
a college degree.
Wow.
Well, not if you're really good. No, Dash, it's a program for military officers, so you... Look, do you guys want gala tickets? Wait, you're just giving them to us? I don't need them. I'm the princess's protege, and my brother is the captain of the royal guard. I may as well be castle staff. Well, I'll be darned, Twilight. That's sweet of y'all. Well, you know, for practical reasons, I bet I could set up a food stall and make a huge bundle selling some of our apple dishes. You're gonna bring a food stall? No, look, catering is included with the ticket. Food is provided. Yeah, well, that may be, but I'll bet you those sheltered high-class ponies ain't never had any real down-home country cooking. AJ, the catering is rated with 3 Masara stars. You're planning to compete with world-class chefs with street vending. I'm feeling sympathetically embarrassed just imagining it. Nobody gets ahead by not taking any risks. You gotta put yourself out there. There is a limit to that kind of conventional wisdom. I don't think I really want a ticket. Why? Dash, you're just being arbitrary. It sounds all boring and posh. I just said the food is rated with 3 Masara stars. You will never get a chance to eat food like that again in your life. You will not be able to afford it. But you're just giving both tickets away. If it's so great, how come you're giving away both tickets? Do you want me to give it to Rarity? She probably knows what they're for. No. If Rarity wants them, I want them too.
Aw.
You're just gonna set them on your desk and forget you have them, aren't you?
You and Rarity
Wonder
should go
Bolts will be
together.
there, you know that, right? Oh, no way! Oh, you should have said! They're the cream of the Cloudsdale military. Formerly, anyway. Look, I've had too much stupid for one day. Are you guys happy? You're not gonna throw those away or use them for drink coasters, are you? No. I mean, it's a ways out and I gotta check my schedule. You know how it is. It's like opportunity cost and what have you. Are you sure the Wonderbolts are gonna be there? How come you just give away tickets to the Wonderbolts? Those tickets are worth thousands of bits. Both you guys, it's a royal event. Look it up. And don't forget, you need to dress nice. Really nice. Not business casual. I mean, you guys should pretend to be filthy rich. Oh. Well, that's gonna be a problem, on account of I ain't filthy rich. I don't really
Yeah,
own
you're
a dress.
Applejack.
I don't even know what size I wear. Hey, what if we sell the tickets because they're worth thousands of bits and then use the money to buy a really nice dress? Because that's stupid and circular, and on top of everything else,
Yeah.
scalping those tickets is a felony. Don't lose them. Just, I don't know, rent something. And if you change your minds, for God's sake, tell me. Don't throw the tickets away. All right. Have it your way. I'll think about it and I'll let you know. See you later, darling. This is very suspicious.
Just not gonna get up, Rainbow Dash. And we're not even gonna go to the other ponies. We really got through that situation pretty easily as compared to the actual episode. Sounds like a pretty good plan. I do notice the art's slowly improving a bit. I mean, from episode 0, which was really rough, to this, there was definitely a step up. And the next one. And yeah,
Hey,
already
AJ.
looking a bit smoother
Holy
too.
apples, Twilight. What? Y'all teleport 2 inches from my face, and I am drunk. I just had 3 emotions, at least 3 emotions just now, and my brain has not caught up to what they even are yet. Probably fear, because your head would have exploded if I teleported into it. Excitement, because I'm here now, and you obviously look up to me. And I
Yeah,
don't know the third
obviously.
one. Maybe nausea? Well, ain't that a delusion of grandeur? I don't look up to y'all in the slightest. Y'all are a sad sack of crap, Twilight.
Oh.
Yeah, now, but, I mean, just look at my fur, though. It's so soft. I use a really good conditioner. I know you're always wondering, how can I get my fur to be that shiny? Twilight, what in the damn green earth have you come to visit me for? Okay, I remember hearing that your brother got hurt. Who told y'all that? I mean, he did, but only just yesterday. Just in time to not be able to help for the harvest. I can't remember. I could have sworn that somebody mentioned something about it like a week ago, but I've been having these weird flashes all month. Have you cleaned up your farm or something? It looks smoother. Twilight, I'm starting to worry about you. Maybe you got the epilepsy. Or you might be
Epilepsy.
clairvoyant.
Yeah.
Anyway, they tell you how Big Mac got injured? No? Well, the doctor thought that maybe Mac was carrying something about the size of an adult male pony using only his hind legs, because his back was thrown out in a very peculiar manner. Supposedly, this object would have been hanging from his underside like a monkey's baby, somewhere so that it throws out his lower back. Huh. I don't suppose this object was maybe like a, I don't know, light brown, maybe kind of like a caramel color? No, sir. No, sir. Mac insists that he was trying to carry a bushel of apples in a new, more efficient manner. Granny insists that Mac is just practicing carrying apples for when the mares are in season.
That face.
Yeah. Wow. Are you getting enough water? Because you are really drunk to be working out in the sun all day. What I want to know is, how good of practice is it if it's the same damn horse over and over again 60 to 70% of the time, and there's a big, clear delineation between how things work with your practice partner and how things are going to work in the big leagues? Oh, there's only like 2 inches of difference between the top hole and... it sounds like a family issue. The point is, I understand that you need help with the harvest, and I've got this feeling that you're gonna make a drunk ass of yourself all around town if nobody intercedes. I know what this is. Y'all are working up to an intervention. Well, I don't need your help, and I've earned that cider. What? No, look, from one drunk to another, I'm just gonna do the harvest for you. Y'all can't do the harvest. Y'all don't have Earth Pony sensibilities. It'll be easy. Just no, Twilight, I can do it by myself.
There we go.
Oh. You bitch. It is done and cannot be undone. Billy, I told y'all not to help me. Y'all just made a mockery of my whole profession. It's
Wow.
a dumb profession anyway. I was gonna do it. I was gonna stay up all night just drinking and working until it was all done, until every last apple was picked. I guess we'll never know how that plan was gonna work out. Probably predictably. Applejack, I can smell the booze on you from here. You're a mess. This plan was a mess. I fixed it. The plan was great. You're crap. You know, it's very stressful to have to harvest a whole apple crop all by your lonesome. And that, my hips are aching like hell from kicking about 1,000 trees a day. I'd like to see you try that, you softy. I wouldn't have to, it's already harvested. Well, Miss Clever Unicorn, I'm drinking for multiple reasons, partly because I'm stressed out, but also because the pain gets really bad. You know, you gotta work through the pain. That's for muscle pain, not for like a hip injury. Well, that may be, but your ignorance about farming on my farm is making me even more stressed out than I was before. Didn't think of that one, did you?
Mm-hmm.
In that case, you drink to relieve stress, don't you? So, do you want to go get a drink with me? Well, I guess my work is done. For like the whole month, so... Okay. So,
Yeah, sounds good.
Out of curiosity, why don't you just hire a unicorn to help out during harvest season? Now that is just typical. I ain't doing that. Well, if you enjoy being inefficient and stupid. Typical.
Wow.
Bonehead. And pardon the slur, but this is where it comes from, you know. Uh-huh. Yeah, I bet the horn has
Bonehead.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Twilight, an Earth pony has a deep connection to the Earth. She understands nature beyond the capacity of any unicorn or Pegasus. Theoretically, on statistical average, but that's never been proven empirically, so it's really more like a stereotype. An Earth pony understands nature beyond empirical averages. With her heart. That's because on statistical average, an Earth pony gets worse grades in school. That's because school is rigged. I understood those books just fine, but let's see you write an essay with your face pressed up against the paper. Trust me, Twilight, each one of these trees are like children to me. An Earth pony has got to know how to kick those trees just hard enough. Hard enough that they do the work you know they're capable of.
Kick them
but
just
not
like
so hard
children.
You kill them dead in a single blow. Oh yeah, speaking of brain damage, Rainbow Dash wanted you to help her out down in the town square. She built a catapult and wants you to launch her out of it. You know, just hard enough to help her fly faster, but not hard enough to kill her, or whatever. Now, I didn't know Rainbow Dash had enough know-how to build something like a catapult. She doesn't. It'll kill her. Oh. Well, I better mosey on down there, then.
That is kind of impressive when you think about it, that Rainbow Dash put together that catapult. I mean, I guess it's not that complicated a machine. But it's interesting that Rainbow Dash would put in that much work for it. Yeah. It is still a bit rough, but it is getting better. Yeah, I can see what he's going for. And finally, with the most recent episode, we have the show acknowledging how the Earth ponies get the short end of the stick with the whole Cheerilee bit. Yeah, probably is no fun writing with your mouth. Okay. So yeah, this is off to a pretty decent start, I would say. Nothing that really blows me away yet, but it was amusing, and I would say it's definitely a better start to the series than the first couple episodes of the original version were, at least for me. The humor, I think, lands a bit more, the dialogue is punchier, and I think the characters are better realized. Though we haven't really seen even all of them yet. We haven't seen Rarity or Fluttershy or Pinkie Pie, just because the approach seems to be to take the simplest route out of the situation as soon as it appears. First episode, yeah, we had the tickets arrive, just give them off to the first two ponies that Twilight encounters after explaining things better. And in the second episode, just immediately stepping forward and doing it for Applejack, not even letting her bother with straining yourself and trying to do it on her own, just going and doing the whole magic apple takedown thing right away and just letting that be that. And I like that. I think that's something a bit different. It's a bit it's an interesting approach to a series like this, and I'm eager to see how he'll be able to continue doing that with all the episodes, or finding something similar to that to do with episodes. Could be pretty interesting. And yeah, as for the visual presentation, it did start a bit rough. That episode 0 there, those were some pretty ugly ponies. I mean, I could probably draw a pony about as good as that Twilight. But already with the second one, it was, or with episode 1, it was already a better drawn pony, and it seems to just be getting better as it goes along already, and it is getting smoother and just better presented, and with more frames. And yeah, if this is where it's starting off, I think if it continues to get better, then it'll end up being really pretty cool. Yeah, I do like how it kind of also references its own visual presentation, its own limitations. How Twilight seems to notice how everything looks a bit shoddier. That's always kind of amusing, that kind of self-referential humor. And yeah, just overall, I was pretty pleased with this. It was pretty cool, and I'm interested to watch more. So yeah, look for that soon. Anyway, hope you liked the commentary. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.